and welcome. Today I'm going to teach you how to do a webinar using 3CX, courtesy of Microtrends. So first thing I want to talk about is this 3CX Pro that's now free for schools. This is for a term of 1 year, and this is to help with all of the shutdowns that are going on. So normally, if we look at the pricing comparison, the standard version allows you to have 25 web conference participants. So that means a total of 25 people can be in one call at a time. So that would be about 25 or 24 students and one teacher. But the Pro version over here is going to allow for up to 100 students per call. So we can have several calls simultaneous, and each of them can have up to 100 students attend. So this is really just a great offer that 3CX is putting out right now, and we're happy to help with it. So just to start with, the way that we're going to begin to get to this webinar is an email. So Microtrends can help with this email that's going to come out. It's called the welcome email. It will look a bit like this. If you are just getting it for the first time, it's going to look something like this if you have it on Outlook. So then, of course, we're just going to right click here and click download pictures so that it gets a little bit more user friendly. And then I'm going to scroll down here. My extension is 130. That's the pin. I don't mind showing that. We're going to go down here to where it says to log in from outside the office, go to that. And I'm going to open it in incognito window so that I can log in and do everything as you would have to. Okay, so paste that right there. Go ahead and run that. So my login information is right here on this email. So log in using 130. And my password is 130-2000, okay? So 130 and 130-2000, okay? So we're going to log in here, and this is my launch screen. This shows me my coworkers. I can call, IM them, instant message, anything like that, and do web meetings. So this is a really great launching screen, and this can help connect with colleagues. But what I want to bring attention to is the web meeting and the scheduled conference. Web meeting is instant. The second I click this, the web meeting will begin. We have to first accept the privacy policy. So let's do that. Log in. I'm going to allow for my microphone and camera. Okay, so I see my camera blinking on right there. That's me. Let's go ahead and shut this off for right now, and the microphone as well. Okay, and some features that I want to teach you about are going to be sharing a PDF, using a whiteboard, and doing a poll. So these are going to be really handy in a classroom setting. So I will start with these, and we're going to pivot over to the conference calls in just a second so we can actually schedule those. So to start with, let's do the share PDF, okay? So I've got this one preloaded, but let's go ahead and upload it again. It's on my desktop, okay? Net to phone, just upload it. It's the same thing as before. And we can preview it, which is just fine. Just make sure everything's okay. Make sure it's the right one that we want to show to our students. So let's wait for that to load. So here it is. This is exactly what I was looking for. And we're going to click share. Okay. And you can actually fit it to screen. So I could show this to students right from here. Okay. So I've got my pen. If I want to highlight anything, text message, multimedia, right? Eraser, just maybe that's not so important. And text, if I wanted to add, this is my favorite feature here. Hello, how are you? Okay. Enter, just click out of that, and that will stay. Okay. So then let's just clear everything to start over. Okay, we're going to stop sharing, get rid of that. That's the share PDF function. We can upload any PDF, preview it, and actually see what's going to be shared to all the students before doing anything. Next is the whiteboard. This is really handy. So this is what a whiteboard is like. The one I'm looking at right now has a few like dots throughout it so that I can, kind of go in a straight line. I'm going to add some text here, and I'm going to go ahead and say, which shape has 4 sides. This is going to allow me to show the most amount of features. I've pre-selected this this question right here. Okay, So which shape has 4 sides? And then I'm going to use the pen, okay? A is going to be my circle. B, forgive the handwriting here, it's a bit hard with the mouse. Apple pencils would be a great solution for that. And C is going to be a rectangle, okay? And, so let's say I show this to some students. Of course I can have this right here, but I want to do is show how to do a poll. So I've got these preloaded because I've already done this beforehand, but let's start over. We're going to do a new one, and let's call the title of this question shapes. This is just what I'm going to see, okay? Shapes. What's the question going to say? So the question, this is what the students are going to read, and I'm going to write, which shape has 4 sides? Probably would want to write that out. That's just fine, okay? Answer. So I'm going to add 3 answers here, okay? So we're going to do circle, we're going to do triangle, and we're going to do rectangle, okay? And that's question number 1. I can actually add in 2 questions here if I want to ask something else. And what I can do is say, let's say, which shape has 3 sides, okay? And once again, add those in, and let's do circle, triangle, and rectangle, okay? So let's leave that as is, press save. And so here's my question, shapes. And when I click submit, the students are going to be able to see this question. One thing I forgot to mention was duration right here. Duration, I want to do the duration of 1 minute. And that's going to allow me to, the question will stop after exactly 1 minute. So let's do it like that, okay? And I also have the ability to shut it off at any point. So that close polling will stop it immediately. So which shape has 4 sides? There's several things we can do. The audience is not going to see the results until I click share results. So I've shared this question. The students are starting to reply. I'm assuming, I would see the most in rectangle. There might be a few people that, think they're funny and answer circle or whatever. And then we're going to go down here, which shape has 3 sides, and I would expect to see triangle. Let's say after 34 seconds, pretty much everyone has answered. I'm going to go ahead and click close polling. So that's it. And that's great if you forget to put a time limit of 1 minute, or just to save some time. And then we can do create report, or stop sharing. So I'm going to stop sharing. Just that's enough for that. We can add attendees directly from here. So my name is Sammy. I can send this to my Gmail if I should choose to. And I would click add and then send it out like that. Just press OK. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a moment. Okay. Log into my Gmail. There it is. So you're invited to join my meeting. And I can just click this link and I will become the first attendee. So yeah, that's my name. I added it in. I can't edit this because I was added on this end. Log in, okay? There you go. That's me. I hear a bit of an echo now, so I'm going to go ahead and turn off the camera and turn off the microphone. But now I have my first attendee, and if I start that poll one more time, I can actually answer it. This is what it's going to look like on the student end. Which shape has 4 sides? I'm going to answer rectangle, and over here, I'm going to answer triangle, okay? Okay, I guess it went back. Oh, right. So that's that previous question, okay? So now we can go back over here. You can see the answers. So my name's right there. That's what I did. I answered triangle here, and I answered rectangle there. Great. Let's close the polling, stop sharing, and I'll end the call here. Okay. Now I'm going to show you the schedule conference feature, which is right over here. We can do either an audio or a video conference. I'm going to do video for now, and let's go ahead and change this to later. So today is Friday. If we wanted to do this Monday, we would just click Monday the 23rd and change that to, let's say, 8 a.m. So first thing in the morning, and let's say it's a 1-hour class, okay? And the subject over here, let's do history class. And for participants, this is what we want to tell our attendees. In the case of a middle school or elementary school, maybe we would want to address the parents. In the case of college, of course, we would address the students. So let's go ahead and assume that we're in the middle school right now. So parents, please make sure your child completes exercises 2 and 3 on page 91 before class begins, okay? And down here, we're going to do webinar. So web meeting is more of a colleague-to-colleague interaction. Webinar is a lot better for an instructor teaching a bunch of students. Microtrends, we're going to go ahead and recommend webinar for the classroom setting. Okay, so add participants. So this is real easy. We're just going to go ahead and write the names of our participants or emails. That's me right there. But let's do my Gmail just so that we are sending the invite to somebody else. And just a simple plus, and we're good to go. Another great feature right here is the import feature. So over here, you can import a CSV file. And in order to make that, if you're having any trouble with that, you can always reach out to us at Microtrends and we'll help you take care of that. The idea is you have an Excel spreadsheet with all of the emails of the people that you want to invite to your webinar, and you can actually convert that to a CSV file and import that into 3CX so that you don't have to type every person's email every single time. So yeah, for right now, we're just going to go ahead and add this one person, which is going to be me. And for the sake of this demonstration, I'm going to change the conference to right now, just so that you can see what that would look like. So let's create that meeting, okay? All right, so I've got history class, and the organizer, I can click on this URL to join the meeting, or I can click join up top over here. So let's go ahead and do that. Perfect. Okay, log in. Let's just block that for now. Okay, and I've gone ahead and joined the meeting here today. Okay, and you can see the same features from before, which are share PDF, I've got whiteboard, and I've got start a new poll. And you can see that that's the reminder for the meeting. So let's dismiss that. And then next thing I'm going to do is show you the message that I received on my Gmail. Okay, so here's the invite to the history class meeting. The ways that I can join are by clicking this link or dialing in by calling this phone number and entering in that PIN. Okay, so let's join in right here. Well, first let's look at this meeting note. So all attendees are going to receive this meeting note. It says, parents, please make sure your child completes exercises 2 and 3 on page 91 before class begins. Perfect. That gives the parents plenty of time to make sure their child completes the exercises. That being said, this reminder will also be sent out 1 hour prior to the meeting itself. So just in case they forgot, they still have time to take care of that. Okay, so let's click this link and actually join in as an attendee. Okay, so this is my username. This is what I'm going to join in as. Okay, great. So I've got the organizer and the attendee. Now, one thing as I can do as the organizer is I can also share my screen. So this comes really handy when I have other programs that I would like to share with the students. So let's do, we can do, for example, an educational YouTube video on Google Chrome. So let's do nature documentary YouTube, okay? So let's say that I want to share Um, 10 minutes and 25 seconds into this video, I want to share this with my students. So I can go to my organizer area. I can click Start Screen Sharing, Chrome tab, and let's do this genetic nature documentary. Okay, let's share that right there. So now everyone that's attending can view the YouTube screen, and I can actually make this full screen, press play, and I can watch it as an attendee, which is very handy. Okay. So let's go ahead and stop that. And gonna leave that meeting, just close that off. Okay. So that is the basics of the webinar feature. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us. You can contact me. Once again, my name is Sammy at microtrends.com. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.